Look, I'm constantly surprised, Mr. Worthington, but you know, I put my money where my mouth is on this, and I bet my house against your house that I'm right there.
Dr. Lee and I agree with you that there should be justice for the terrorists, but that is no excuse for killing thousands of innocent people.
Okay, again, I didn't know thousands of innocent people had been killed, but look, I'm going to start reading the paper, and maybe I'll get up to snuff. Okay, Doctor, let's go to you in Boston. Now, the thing that bothers me about this flag deal, and I believe, Mr. Worthington, when it was a low-level bureaucratic bungle, I think that nobody's that stupid that they would, you know, protest firemen having flags on a fire engine. I mean, that's insane. But there is an element of our society, Doctor, that gets angry or agitated when they see the American flag or God Bless America or whatever it is. And I never understand that. I respect people's opinion, like Mr. Worthington, who wants peace, doesn't like war, whatever it is. I respect your right to hold that opinion, and if you want to have a peace sign, I'm not going to feel bad about it. But it seems the converse isn't true sometimes.
I think the issue here is something unprecedented has happened in American history. Attacks on our soil, the first major one since the War of 1812. We don't know quite what to do about it. I don't think the issue has to do so much with flags as with a democracy being a system that allows people open debate, open discussion about very serious and crucial issues. When you say, Mr. Raleigh, that you said in your introductory remarks, people who can't wait to speak out their discontent. That's not the way we talk about democracy. In a democracy, people are free to speak out their discontent. We discuss issues. You say 88% of the people support the president. Now, fine, that's a fact then, but let's discuss it. We're talking about serious things, about whether we're going to be killing innocent people in Afghanistan in return for innocent people being killed in this country. What was done in New York and Washington is unspeakable. It's horrible, but it's part of a historical movement which is unfolding, which is ghastly, which is ugly, which is vicious, but we have to understand it. And to understand it does not mean going off half-cocked.
Hold it, Doctor, wait a minute. Yeah. What do we have to understand? I understand the nation was attacked by fanatical Islamic militants who killed about 7,000 innocent people. Now, that's my understanding of it. Do I need to understand more here?
Yes.
What?
Well, you asked that so sarcastically, it's a little bit hard for me to respond.
No, it isn't. Be a man. Get up. Give it right back to me.
That's not what men do. Men listen. Men are compassionate and respect the other person. I don't go to fistfights, okay? What I think we can do and need to do is to realize that the people who did those actions want to draw us into a war. And apparently they want a big war. They want lots of people dead because they think their side will prevail at the end. If they want to dare us into a war, taunt us into a war, push us into a war, I'm not sure we ought to go into a war.
Well, listen, I agree with you 100% on their motivation.
We need to discuss this among ourselves. That's what a democratic society does. Okay?
I agree with you 100% on your analysis of why they did what they did. They want a big war, a holy war, jihad, yes. But
it appears that may be true.
And I don't know if I have anything to disagree with you on, but I'll ask my original question because we only have 2 minutes left. All right. These people wanted to run out in Cambridge, where you live, and in Berkeley, where Mr. Worthington lived. They wanted to demonstrate. They couldn't wait to get out. And you're talking about understanding.
What do you mean they couldn't wait? What's that about? They couldn't wait. This is a right people have to say.
One day. One day they ran out. They didn't want to listen or discuss. They wanted to demonstrate.
Rather than ran out, how about people deliberated carefully and thoughtfully, made a decision they wanted to make a public demonstration about something they had
strong feelings about? It took them 1 day. What kind of deliberation is that? What kind of understanding is that, Doc?
Well, how much time have the people that you think are so great because they want to go to war immediately, how much time have they spent on it? Come on.
I didn't say I think it was so great.
This is a serious issue that needs deliberation. And
that's exactly what the Bush administration is doing. They're deliberating on how to bring these people who did this terrible thing to justice. And I'll give you each 20 seconds to wrap it up.
Because they act in our name as a public, we need to take responsibility for discussing this fully on television, in the newspapers, and in demonstrations, all kinds of demonstrations. Let us air this issue fully, take responsibility for it, examine it, and not go off in a knee-jerk way because we're angry and hurt, which we are, and do things that may be horrible.
Well, that's why we have you on the Factor, Doctor, to do exactly that. Mr. Worthington, any parting comments?
Berkeley is very much deliberating on the tragic deaths, and we're mourning them and grieving them.
Yeah, but you're rooting for...
We are remembering the dead, but we are also remembering the Constitution and remembering the War Powers Act.
Mr. Worthington, your mind is made up.
We will remember Barbara Lee's brave stance.
And we will remember Congressman Lee as well. And if you see her, tell her I'd love to talk to her. Hey, Doctor, Mr. Worthington, thanks very much. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for inviting us.
Next on the rundown, hundreds of millions of dollars have been raised to help the families who lost loved ones in the terror. But who is watching all of that money? A report that will make you sit up in a moment.